Hello? 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 Alright, it's working. Hello? Hello? Alright, it's working. So, can it see? Yeah, I can see. This is just a test stream, trying to see if it'll actually work. And looks like it is. I'm just gonna put my phone right there and move my mic. Alright. Hello, Skeeto. Welcome to this stream, I guess. I haven't streamed in a while, man. Like, I just switched to OBS. I don't barely even have any scenes. Like, here, hold on. Let me add... last time I tried streaming with OBS, it stopped working. So I switched to Streamlabs, but now I'm streaming again. Give me a second, I gotta... I'll just add this guy in the middle. Alright, let me change the title real quick. I don't know how I do that, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm back streaming again. How long has it been? Been like 6 months? Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff since dang it. Since I streamed again. I got a completely new music taste, and I'm completely different. I'm not gonna lie. I'm different than what I was January. I'm not gonna be showing my face anymore. The camera that I used to show my face, it's not my hand cam. I gave my other one to my dad because he gave me a good headset. Alright. I'm gonna be playing Misty Mountains as the newest stream. Alright. Yeah, it's very different than just Tally Hall, which is what I used to listen to a lot. I actually got a few vinyls. Probably won't be able to see them now that I turn my lights off. For my birthday, which was a few days ago, I got a bunch of new vinyls. I got a new desk as well. That's why my hand cam may look different. Also, I'm like miles ahead of where I was January in this game at least. I have to admit, it's really cool how I haven't streamed for at least 6 months, and the moment I start streaming, you are the first one that shows up. I somehow knew you would be the first one to show up to the stream. Yeah, I have one vinyl that everyone has. Like, I haven't seen a single vinyl collection without the vinyl. The guy I listen to just dropped an album today. I'm sure you can guess who it is after that. I may start collecting vinyls. I only have 3 and they're all by the same guy. Yeah, I could have started streaming any other day than this. I just got bored today. I was watching... Yeah, I had a feeling you would know. Skeeto. Alright, I'm just gonna show you the vinyls. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying not to show my face. This is one. I have this one. And then I have this one. Igor is my favorite album of all time. That's safe to say. I'm just gonna keep the lights on. Those are my only 3 that I have. And I'm looking to get Flower Boy. My dad said he wouldn't buy Flower Boy for me because he doesn't like the real name of the album. I told my friends I would have a listening party for Chromacopia yesterday, but I ended up listening to it on the way home from school. And I thought they'd feel so bad. Like, Aiden, why'd you listen to the album on the way home? We were supposed to listen to a listening party. And I asked them whenever they got to school, and they're like, oh yeah, I've already listened to the album 5 times. Like, okay, you're much worse than me. Which ones do you have? Wait. I mean, he only has 7 ones besides Chromacopia that dropped today. So I think I already know which ones you have. My alarm went off at 6. Like, my alarm, it went off at 6, and I was like, okay, time to check Chromacopia. But I was so exhausted that I just ended up falling asleep and having a dream where there was only, like, 3 songs, and it was 30 minutes. And it had no features, and it was the worst album ever. And then I woke up, and it was 7:30, and I was about to be late for school. Igor was also the first album I ever listened to all the way. It's still my favorite album. Chromacopia is the second best in my opinion. It's probably tied with Flower Boy, and it's definitely better than Call Me If You Get Lost. Okay. Toxicity by System of a Down. Lift Your Skinny Fist Like Antennas to Heaven by Godspeed You. I've never heard of that one. Black Emperor. Equimini by Outkast. Mad Villainy by Mad Villainy. Mad Villainy by Mad Villain. And MF Doom by Food by MF Doom. Discovery by Daft Punk and Hyperdrama by Justice. Those are all really good albums. I don't know what a few of them are. Like, I don't know what Lift Your Skinny Fist Like Antennas to Heaven by Godspeed You and Black Emperor is, and I don't know what Hyperdrama is. But they sound like good albums. I'll give you that. And then the MF Doom stuff is just really good. I was just listening to One Beer today. I've never heard of him. I remember last week I got assigned this homework stuff for math. I had to do 5 problems. It was 5 problems. Like, I had to do 5 problems, algebra problems, for my math homework. And it took me about 30 minutes to get through it because I had Igor on my speaker. And I just could not feasibly do that math homework and focus while my favorite album ever was playing. Lift Your Skinny Fist is easily my favorite album of all time. I'll check it out. I was gonna listen to more JPEG Mafia stuff tonight. That's 71 to 100. His new album, I Lay Down My Life For You, is probably one of the best albums I've heard in a long time. I really, really enjoyed it thoroughly. Of the year. So what does the site do? Like, does it like recommend albums? Because I only have like 7 different artists on my playlist, and it's about 300 songs. What I do is I listen to an album and I add all the songs that I like on that album to my playlist, and all the ones I don't like, I just don't add them. And that's why I only have like 7 artists. I've been discography diving Tyler and Kendrick and Kanye for the past 2 months. It's like IMDb for albums. It does not feel like I haven't streamed in 6 months. Because the streaming, it just seems like yesterday I was just streaming. Like, the experience of streaming is weird because you're constantly looking at your phone for the chat while also... Hold on. It's not exactly on my hand cam. Yeah, you're constantly looking at your phone for the chat, but you're also constantly playing it. And that experience, I know I haven't done that in like 6 months, but it feels very, very familiar. Like, it's like an old friend from middle school noticing you after 15 years. I don't know if that's a weird way to describe it. like an hour and a half without lyrics. Just no lyrics and it's just rock. I don't know if I'd like that, I'm not gonna lie. To me, some of the best music I've heard is JPEG Mafia's, because it's like a perfect blend of rock and rap, which are my two favorite genres right now. Like, you can go check out the song, I Scream This in the Mirror Before I Interact with Anybody by JPEG Mafia. And that's just a blend of my two favorite genres. It's one of the best songs I've heard in a while. I listened to LP yesterday. I think yesterday. Yeah, I listened to LP partially yesterday and partially the day before. I just discovered him like 2 or 3 days ago. Like, I was like, oh, JPEG, this guy sounds really overrated. I mean, even though he only has a few monthly listeners, this guy can't be that good. I played the first song of his first album. I was totally shocked. Like, rarely do I ever play an album and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my. But yeah, he surprised me. Like, I didn't expect him to be very good. He's very good. Hazard Duty Pay is very good. My problem with JPEG Mafia is a lot of his songs sound similar, so it's kind of hard to remember which one is which. That's why re-listening to albums is important, because a lot of albums, their songs sound the same, so it's hard to tell which one's which. That doesn't mean an album can't be good. It just means, like, the album is just mostly the same throughout. I'll probably have to give the offline version a re-listen. I haven't talked about the level at all. This level is actually kind of fun. I mean, The drop is very fun. I think the pre-drop's very boring so far. And it's also tough, so it's going to take a while to get through this one. Also, this duel is hard to get consistent with. I think I'm gonna ask if they ever do like a vinyl press of like the original cover, like that's on Spotify and stuff. I'm gonna ask for that for Christmas. I was praying that this album was gonna be good, and it really was. Oh wow, for Chrome, yeah. The most overrated rapper? That's a good question. Probably Future. Right now it's Kendrick Lamar, because everybody's glazing Kendrick for everything he's ever done after the diss tracks come out. Like, he gained like 20 million monthly listeners because of that. And I'm not saying that he doesn't make good stuff. Good Kid, Mad City is one of my favorite albums of all time. But I feel like they're just now appreciating what he's done is kind of blazing to me. I mean, they are overrating him and saying he's the greatest, which he's not. Like, his last two albums have not been perfect. Mr. Morale is probably his worst. And everyone says it's like his top 3. So it's either Future or Kendrick Lamar that's overrated right now. He did a lot of good stuff on We Don't Trust You, though. Future. Kendrick makes some of my favorite music ever. Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly are probably two of the greatest albums ever made. Like, that's in general. To Pimp a Butterfly is probably one of the greatest albums ever made. I'm not saying it's my favorite. I prefer Good Kid, Mad City. I'm just saying that the quality of it, the quality of To Pimp a Butterfly is great. It's up there with some of the best albums of all time. Kendrick is by no means my favorite artist. I would probably pick Kanye West or Tyler, the Creator over him every day. But his music's really good, man. Like, I can't deny it. He's really good. I have 4 of his albums on my playlist, entire albums. He's really good. One of my favorites, not my favorite though. Probably like top 5 right now, at least. kind of hard to get into T-Pab. Tried listening to it twice. I'm like, this is not for me. But Good Kid, Mad City, on the other hand, was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is great. That was a stupid hit. Let's wait for the drop. Yeah, I don't listen to Jid personally, but I have been listening to Fuel a lot for the past week. I love his verse on Fuel, but I haven't got into any of his albums. I'll probably listen to the Forever Story eventually, but it's just not on like my current list of albums I want to listen to. I have heard that he's incredible though. I forgot to ask you, what do you think of Chromacopia? Like, you listened to it today. Best song is, I forget the name of it, but the worst song is Judge Judy. And it's 9.5 out of 10. It's on par, it's worse, if not on par with Igor. And it's the second best, in my opinion. Probably tied with Flower Boy right now. Okay, hold on. You think the Forever Story is better than T-Pab? I mean, in your opinion, you can say that, but I think from a musical standpoint, that's probably just not true. But opinions, you can think whatever you want about opinions. Like, I think that Good Kid, Mad City is better than I think Good Kid, Mad City... I don't think Good Kid, Mad City is better than T-Pab, but I do prefer it to T-Pab. St. Chroma Ratatan thought I was it. Wait a minute. What is the name of that song? Sorry, I have an Epic Games. So you are saying, hold on, Like Him. You're saying Like Him isn't even in the conversation. Because Like Him is definitely the best off the album, in my opinion. St. Chroma and Thought I Was Dead is up there. And Sticky. Sticky is very severely underrated. I like that song a lot. But yeah, I think that Like Him is definitely up there. I'm not gonna play it, like the whole thing. This song's really good. Damn. Really, really good. Like, I liked that song a lot. I've seen Sticky on everyone's 16th place on the album. Like, just because some artists that you don't like are on that song doesn't mean it's bad. The vibes are definitely there. It was one of my favorites off the album, if I'm not gonna lie. Probably 5th. It may be odd, but it's still decent. It's good. closest for the Chromacopia tour to me, there's nothing in Nashville. I live in Tennessee, so the closest for me would be Atlanta. And I don't know if my parents want to drive to Atlanta. But I want to see him in Atlanta. Wait, did you just say Like Him gets kind of boring? That song was on par, if not better, than a lot of stuff from Igor. And throughout the entire thing, I enjoyed it a lot. Like, you cannot say that song gets boring. It's great. It's just thoroughly good. Balloon was good. Balloon is good as well. Like, I have these tracks that you say are boring and bad at like the top of my list. The worst track is definitely Judge Judy. There's literally no argument in my opinion. Okay, I probably need to re-listen to it. See, I'm not gonna make like concrete opinions yet until I listen to it a second time. Like, I listened to this on the way on the way to school on the bus, and I was probably half out of it. I liked a bunch of the songs. I remember a lot of them. But I probably need to form more opinions and listen to the album again. Yeah, but I could at least name 5 tracks on that album that are worse than Balloons. I love the Doechii feature on that song. Yeah, Judge Judy, I Killed You. See, I don't even remember half this stuff. I need to stop talking because my opinions probably don't matter. I need to listen to the album again tonight to form better opinions. And if I stream tomorrow, I'll tell you them. Wonder if Astral's ever gonna show up. I think he commented on one of the videos I did. Yeah, fair enough. Everyone I know has listened to the album at least 3 times. And I've only listened to it once. I thought that was normal to only listen to albums once. That's why I'm re-listening to all of the albums that I have on my playlist. I'm re-listening to them each time I have homework each night. I'm putting the album on and listening to it. Yeah, sorry. I don't remember much about I Killed You. No, I'm sorry. I haven't listened to Childish Gambino at all. I think I tried to listen to No, I don't think I've tried to listen to any of his albums. But I definitely will in the future because Childish Gambino, I've heard many things about him and he just seems like someone that I would like. could probably name about 6 Childish Gambino songs. Lithonia, Bonfire, Me and Your Mama, Redbone, 3005, This Is America. Yeah, I don't think I can name anymore. And he did that one song with Chance the Rapper that I listened to. I feel like you probably say that your favorite song of all time you probably say that your favorite song of all time is something different every day. I mean, I do. One of my favorite songs of all time, Gone Gone / Thank You, is what I'll usually pick, but a lot of times I'll say Devil in a New Dress or Ghost Town or Runaway. And sometimes I'll say Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. Other times I'll say, The Blacker the Berry or Wesley's Theory. Other times I'll say, wait a minute. I can't think of another Tyler song that I like more than Gone Gone / Thank You. They're all good, but none of them compare to Gone Gone / Thank You. What? Alright. I can't have a favorite song. Like, favorite songs are impossible for me. With the amount of music, I have 300 songs on my playlist. As well as all the Tally Hall songs. And I gotta pick from one of those. Like, that's impossible. Dream Suite in C Major is definitely up there, though, as one of my favorites of all time. This ship sucks. Yeah, Gone Gone / Thank You was the first song I ever heard off Igor, and it's still the best. I almost did the whole thing. Is Me and Your Mama off Awaken My Love? I might have to give all these albums a listen. Because I just haven't listened to a lot of these. I think I have like 20, 25. Is your stream lagging? Mine's working. OBS does lag a lot, in my experience. Like, this OBS stuff is just a test. I may switch to Streamlabs and just use OBS for recording. I think we'll be able to play from zero this stream. I'm actually learning a lot of this stuff. Another one of my favorite songs is Fear in Duckworth by Kendrick Lamar. Euphoria is really good as well. It's probably not as good as anything else he's done, though. Listening to Igor for the first time is something I will always remember. I remember, like, I was listening to Igor because me and my mom and my brothers, we all went to this mill area, and I was like, you know what? I really want to listen to some music. And I've been loving all the Igor songs. Like, I love Gone Gone / Thank You, and I love Earthquake. So I'm like, why not just give the whole album a listen? And I did, and oh my gosh, that ride home, I made it to, like, Are We Still Friends? I made it to Are We Still Friends, like, whenever it ended, whenever the ride ended, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna change my life. Then I listened to Flower Boy, then I listened to Graduation, Late Registration, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, then I listened to Call Me If You Get Lost. Yeah, then I just listened to a whole bunch of albums, and Igor was the start of it all. Like, Igor was the first album I thoroughly listened to, and it's what got me into listening into albums today. I just noticed a few days ago that all the Slash tracks on Tyler albums, they're always on the 10th track in the album. Like, if you go all the way back to Wolf, it's always on the 10th track, and I never noticed that. Daft Punk, I still need to listen to a bunch of their stuff. Like, most of the Daft Punk I listen to right now is just Stronger by Kanye West. And that's the only Daft Punk I've listened to. But I've heard Discovery is very good, and Random Access Memories is also decent. Okay, what is this? I don't remember that part. Is Life of Pablo the only Kanye album, you know? Life of Pablo's maybe top 5, but My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, College Dropout, Graduation, Late Registration, those are all better than it. I've seen the album ranked high, like number 2. The album isn't that good compared to his other stuff. The album's still really good, it's amazing, but compared to his other stuff. Well, have you listened to any of them? I've listened to everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listened to everything except for Jesus is King, Donda, and 808s and Heartbreak. Those are the only ones I haven't listened to. As well as Watch the Throne and the Vultures ones. I haven't listened to those either. But I've listened to most of his stuff. Yeah, The College Dropout is most certainly 100% better than The Life of Pablo. Most are extremely hit or miss. No. Literally, his first 7 albums were incredible. His first 7 or 8 albums are incredible. His ninth one is his only album that was bad. His albums are not hit or miss. Pretty much all of them are good. Alright, made it to the ship. Oh yeah, I can admit that Vultures 1 and 2 are horrible. Which one was I playing? I assume this one. Yeah, probably this one. Alright, let's try it. That line is gonna bother me. Seven. Yeah, Kanye is kind of taking a downward spiral. I'm really excited, and I mean, not that excited. I'm not that excited, but I am kind of excited for his new album, Bully. Because I'm actually looking to see if he'll make a comeback and make something decent for once. He put out amazing stuff in his old career, then whenever Jesus is King dropped, everything just went downhill. Dun dun dun. The most underrated Tyler song, anything off Cherry Bomb. If I had to pick one, anything off Cherry Bomb, probably Freaking Young / Perfect. or Okaga CA. Okaga CA is really underrated. I haven't listened to anything from the Bastard Goblin era. Like, I've listened to everything post-Goblin. Yeah, the lyrics kind of suck on freaking Young/Perfect. It's definitely still the best, like musically, if we're taking out the lyrics, it's the best off of Cherry Bomb. The lyrics definitely bring it down to second or third place for me, though. Pilot is also very, very underrated. I see everyone mocking Pilot. It's definitely not the best off Cherry Bomb, and it's very loud. It's still good. It's still really good. Oh yeah, Tamale is very overrated. Everyone puts that at the top of the Wolf list. Like, no. Rusty, Answer, IFHY. Tamale is probably closer to the bottom of the list, if anything. Sure, it's a funny song, but it's not good. It's just meant to be funny. It's not meant to be good. Why are you putting it at the top of your list? I feel like that song was meant to be bad, if anything. Cherry Bomb's title track is way too overhated. No, don't give me that. That song sucks. That song is horrible. It's his worst song ever. Like, I'm sorry. It's just noise. I love the noise on Cherry Bomb, but you're giving me a little too noise on that track. I cannot stand it. Even after a re-listen, I can't stand that track. I'm sorry. It's his worst song I think he's ever put out. You can call it overhated, and most of those haters are going to be me, because I hate that song. I just don't like it. It's not good at all. That song is horrible. I'm sorry. Like, I just listened to it recently, actually. Like, I'm like, alright, maybe I should give it another chance. Nope, it's still bad. Like, I hate to be a hater, but that song's just not good. I don't see how anyone sees that song as even decent. Like, it's like he just turned all the knobs up in the studio. And people praise him for it. Like, this is my favorite song off Cherry Bomb. It's noise. It's just noise. I should put that song as my alarm so it actually gets me up. It's so loud. I like noise, but there's a point whenever noise is just too much noise. Pilot is a lot of noise, but not quite as much as Cherry Bomb. That's why I like Pilot, because it's a lot of noise, but it's enough noise for me to actually like it. And Cherry Bomb is just... I kind of want to just play the song on stream, just to remind myself of how bad it is. I Don't Love You All Anymore is also pretty bad. It's not as bad as Cherry Bomb. It's kind of decent. It's still definitely the worst off Igor, though. And the hook is bad. I'll say the hook is bad off that song. It's just not catchy at all, and it's kind of annoying. I will say the song is underrated. I see everyone saying that they hate that song. It's not bad. It's just not that good. Yeah, I'm not hating it. I'm just saying it's the worst off Igor. I still have it on my playlist. No, Running Out of Time is so good. It's not the worst. It's definitely on the lower end, but it's really good. I love the energy. No, not the energy. I love, like, the emotion, I guess, in that track. For me, the ranking probably goes, at the end, it goes from I Don't Love You Anymore, Igor's theme, Running Out of Time. I don't know what I'd put after that, I'm not gonna lie. Probably Puppet, and then What's Good, then I Think, then Earthquake. No, probably Earthquake under I Think. And then, let me think what else is there. Did I already put What's Good? What's Good is probably right after Puppet. Yeah, worse doesn't really mean anything. I'm just saying worse is definitely I Don't Love You Anymore. Running Out of Time is still good. And I Don't Love You Anymore is still good. But I Don't Love You Anymore is significantly worse than Running Out of Time, in my opinion. I think Igor's theme is also very overrated. It's the second worst off Igor. And everyone puts it in their top 5 Tower songs when he doesn't even say a word on the song. Of course, it doesn't mean anything. Igor is still incredible in every way, shape, and form. It's great. I love the album. It's my favorite album of all time. I don't think it has a single bad song. Sorry Not Sorry is not underrated. That song gets the love it deserves. It's perfectly rated. I prefer Stuntman, I'm not gonna lie. No, Stuntman and Sorry Not Sorry are like equal as the top of the estate sale. And Sorry Not Sorry is great. Like, as a musical song, probably higher than Stuntman. But from the estate sale, if you had to pick, actually, I'd probably pick Sorry Not Sorry, but Stuntman is still great, and it's more replayable. And it's the least played song off the album, surprisingly. Yeah, I think Stuntman's in my top 3 most listened to tracks on Spotify right now. I think Dogtooth is severely overrated. I just think the lyrics are even weirder than Freaking Young / Perfect at times. I didn't notice that he reused some of the lyrics off Dogtooth on Chromacopia. Alright, we're at the ship. 20%. He's coming right in. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Noid is underrated. Paranoid. It's definitely not at the top of the album. It's still great though. I watched Anthony Fantano. He put that track in Meh on his like weekly track roundup. And that track is not Meh. That track is amazing. Of course, amazing is everything off that album. How long have I been streaming for? How long have I been streaming for? Okay, that's an hour and 6 minutes. How long should I stay? I think I might stream for like another 10 minutes. Try and get somewhere further than 20%, but then I'm leaving. My mom's probably already went to bed, so I need to go say night to her. Yeah, Fantano gave Cherry Bomb a 3, and that's how you know he has bad opinions. And he revisited it and said that it got worse. He gave MBDTF when it came out, he gave it a 6. That's his worst ranking, and he gave Yeezus a 5. When it came out, Life of Pablo, he gave a 6, but he revisited that and turned it into an 8. Of course, he gave Igor a 9 because it deserved a 9. Wolf was only a 6. I think Wolf deserves at least an 8. Call Me If You Get Lost was an 8, and Flower Boy was an 8, which I think are all deserved, except Flower Boy maybe moved up to a 9. Oh yeah, he hates Childish Gambino. His best ranking was Childish Gambino, and he gave it a 7. for Awaken My Love. He gave Because the Internet like a 5. He gave that Lil Pump mixtape a 7, which is very, very generous. I think it deserved, at minimum, or at maximum, I think it deserved like a 1. We are at the ship again. I just sold. Alright, what's BTI stand for? I'm gonna have to think about that. Oh, because the internet. Alright. I just mentioned that. And I didn't even know what it stood for. Yeah, he gave it a strong 5 to a light 6. I sold. Yeah, he gave Brat by Charlie XCX a 10. But he gave MBDTF by Kanye West a 6. Yeah, I don't know why he hates him so much. It's a pop album. I don't really know much about pop. But I know that it's not all bad. And I've heard very good things about the album. I'm sure it's great. I don't know if it's 10 great, though. And also some of his, off reviews. Did he give it a 10? Godspeed You, Black Hammer. Lift your skinny fists like antennas to heaven. Album review. Yeah, he said it was a favorite of his. It has 4 songs. Wait a minute, is that... That album has 4 songs. How can that even be considered an album anymore? One of his classic reviews, he gave Mad Villainy by MF Doom a 10. Yeah, that album has 2 discs, and each song is like 25 minutes. That's insane. I'm sorry. That album may be good, but I'm not listening to that. That sounds horrendous. I'm very sure that it's good, but those songs are way too long. I'm gonna try and get a new best, and if I can, I'll just end stream. I'm probably gonna end stream soon. I'm gonna try and get a new bed. That's what I meant to say. Maybe one day I'll listen to it, but that's probably at the bottom of my listening list. I'm not even listening to albums every night, which I need to listen to more music. And actually expand my music taste to stuff beyond hip-hop. Because I have 300 songs on my playlist. They're all R&B, hip-hop, soul. That's old. Alright. I may, because I need to expand the music taste over here. I have always been a big fan of Tally Hall, but I never listened to one of the records from start to finish. Yeah?
Do you have a micro USB?
No, I don't. I'm on stream. You might want to go away. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry about that. Hello, GDESC. Welcome back to the stream. I mean, you never were in the stream to begin with. But, welcome back to the channel, I guess. I'm surprised we haven't seen Astral yet. Yeah, me and Skeeto, we're talking about albums, and, Tyler, the creator, and stuff. You listen to any albums? Since I beat Ado. Were you at the streams after I beat Ado? I know you've been subbed to me for a while. Oh yeah, I remember that. I shouted you out on the channel. Yeah, I was gone because like I didn't want I didn't want YouTube to ban me again for no reason. And I kind of just quit streaming for a while because like I didn't want YouTube to think that I was just like oh yeah, you're too young to stream when I'm not. I'm like 14. Yeah, YouTube did hate. Oh my god. Tell me that's not true. Oh my god, it's almost 9. I've been streaming for way too long. It's almost 9. Yeah, I have to go. I'm sorry. I did not mean to stream this late. I go to bed at 11, so like it's not my bedtime. But like I don't usually stream this late. So I'm just going to like end the stream, all right? I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Bye everybody. Bye GDSD, bye Ski.